Tonight's game being brought to you by the color yellow. It's King Felix night tonight as the Supreme Court is in session. Felix going for career victory number 100 against the always tough Texas Rangers. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, the Root Sports crew, and a whole bunch of Felix Hernandez fans on hand here at Safeco Field in Seattle. First matchup of the season against the Rangers. And Felix ready for his first home start here in 2013. 1-1 record, lost at Chicago last time out. Started the season with the victory in Oakland. Rangers come in with a record of 6 up and 3 down. Game behind first place Oakland here in the West. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's in there for a called strike one to Ian Kinsler, second baseman. Paul Emmels got balls and strikes tonight. Bruce Dreckman at first, Clint Fagan at second, and Gary Darling at third. 3-2. Felix dialed in already.
Establishing his fastball right away. A couple of fastballs to Kinsler. Both of them on the outside corner.
0-2. Just digging there by Montero. Big night here with Supreme Court. Everybody, first 25,000 fans getting a t-shirt, K cards. They're holding them up now as Felix sitting 1-2 against Kinsler. What a sight. Pitch. Check down the first. Did not go, says Bruce Dreckman.
Well, this is a great slider from Felix. After all the fastballs, he throws a slider off the outside corner. Tried to get Kinsler to chase, but able to hold up. You can see that pitch just off the plate.
Here's the 2-2. Back up the middle, a base hit for Kinsler. 215 career hitter against Felix Hernandez. Let's take a look at the rest of the lineup for the Rangers.
For manager Ron Washington, following Ian Kinsler to be Andrews, then Berkman. Berkman off to a hot start. Look at that, .480 batting average for Berkman, the DH. Then it's Beltre, Murphy, Cruz, Pierzynski coming over from the White Sox. He will hit 7th in the lineup. Moreland and Martin rounding out the 9 for the Rangers. So when you look at the Rangers, you have some guys struggling here early in the season. For Felix, not the case. 2.5 ERA, a 1-1 record for him. 11 strikeouts, just the 3 walks. Opponents average 180. Take a look at the T-Mobile defense playing behind Felix tonight. Ibanez getting the start in left field. Gutierrez in center. Michael Morris will be the right fielder. And on the infield, Seager getting the start at third. Ryan and Andino. Andino getting the start at second. So Ackley a night off. Justin Smoke is your first baseman. And Jesus Montero had last night off, back behind the plate tonight.
53 degrees in calm here at Safeco Field. A lot of clouds. The sun's trying to peek through before it sets. Elvis Andrus, shortstop, hitting .235. It's ball one. Rangers come in after losing to Tampa Bay yesterday 2-0. They won 2 out of 3 against the Rays. Took the Angels 2 out of 3, and ditto Houston to open the season. On Washington, this club in the World Series. 10-11. Hard smash. Chance to go around the horn. Oh, and Andino can't make the transfer. Kinsler is retired, though. 5-4, fielder's choice.
Looked like Kyle Seager had the tough play in between hop. Able to hang with it, and it looks like it's a quality throw as we take a look at our McDonald's Supermo. Good feed over to Andino, getting a start at second base. And it is. It's a perfect throw. Just couldn't get the handle on it.
Did everything just right. Hold on to it. Lance Berkman, the hitter, the DH. Strike one to Lance. Berkman tied for the club lead with Nelson Cruz with 12 hits, and tied with Kinsler for total bases, although Kinsler just broke that tie. Swing and miss. Berkman Outstanding hitter over the course of his long career. Began back with Houston in '99, was with that ball club until 2010. 37 games with the Yankees in 10. St. Louis the last 2 years. Starting out as this season a career .296 hitter. Felix has him 0-2. Swing and a miss. Felix records his first strikeout. He's at 1,499 for his career.
And as you would expect, with this strikeout, you can see the circle change. There it is. It's a hard one, though. 89 miles an hour, and the bottom falls out of it as Berkman, who's been a hot hitter, swings through it.
Big reacts for Felix. There's one of his best friends, Adrian Beltre. They have battled hard. Beltre 3 for 15 with a home run against Felix. Felix sitting on 1,499 strikeouts for his career. Beltre finds a hole. No, knocked down by Seager. Everybody will be safe.
Good diving effort by Kyle Seager. Ball hit in the hole. Kyle playing towards the line. Diving, goes off the end of his glove. Well, tough plays for Kyle here in the first inning.
Finds you, doesn't it?
It does.
David Murphy, even everyday player last August, had been a platoon guy going almost exclusively against right-handers.
One of the Rangers off to a slow start, hitting just 176 coming into the game.
This one's out of play.
Look at their lineup. Martin 176, Mitch Moreland 219, Andrews 235, and Beltre 200 going into that at bat. So they have a number of guys slow starts. They also have some really hot hitters. Berkman the hottest at 480. Nelson Cruz 353, and AJ Pierzynski hitting 330.
Michael Young, Josh Hamilton, Mike Napoli, familiar faces all gone. About back, Napoli now playing first base for the Red Sox. Hamilton the big contract with the Angels. And Michael Young playing third base for the Phillies. Murphy said, listen, we know what we have. The good guys here are just not hit consistently as of yet. 8th in the league. Here's the 0-2. Stay alive swing there.
You can see all the pitches up in the zone. The last one was a changeup. He was able to get it to the outside corner, but about bell tie.
QC Tracer getting a good look. Felix Hernandez here in the first inning. A couple of men on for the Rangers. He's got Murphy 0-2. Career strikeout number 1,500 for Felix Hernandez as he closes out the first inning against the Texas Rangers. Nothing across for the Rangers. The Mariners coming to bat. Well, the ultimate in respect, admiration, and friendship, Adrian Beltre congratulating his good friend Felix Hernandez on his 1,500th career strikeout. Let's take a look at the Mariners batting order. They'll face young Justin Grimm.
Tonight's starting lineup brought to you by Chevron. Leading off, it'll be Franklin Gutierrez, Kyle Seager. With Saunders going on the DL, Seager moves up to hit second. Morales, Michael Morris leading Major League Baseball with his 6 home runs, and it's Ibanez, Smoke, Montero, and Dino getting the start at second. He will hit 8th, and Brendan Ryan will hit 9th. Justin Grimm, you take a look at what he did last season. A couple of starts for him. ERA at 9, 14 innings pitched, 13 strikeouts, good number, only 3 walks. Opponent's average a little bit high at 367.
Mariners saw him a couple of times in spring training. Strike 1 to Goody. Grimm filling the spot of Matt Harrison, who has been a Mariner tormentor over the years. At one point, Harrison won 10 consecutive ball games against the Mariners. Goody at 258. Exit ball 1. Goody 1 for 3, a run scored an RBI last night. This one fouled back. Goody getting a first look at Justin Grimm, 24-year-old right-hander, born in Bristol, Tennessee, lives in Bristol, Virginia. 5th round pick, 2010 June draft. It's away from Krasinski.
Franklin off to a solid start, hitting 258 coming to the game, but 3 home runs already in the first 10 games for Franklin.
Two and 2. 4 spring outings for Grimm. Twice he faced the Mariners. March 3rd, he surprised, gave up 2 runs in each of the first 2 innings. Gave up a Morales 2-run homer. And doubles by Zunino and Ryan. Gave up a 2-run shot to Montero. Three-two pitch. Back. Second appearance was March 17th against the Mariners in Peoria. 2 scoreless innings in relief. Struck out Smoke and Shopik.
You see the pitches so far using a good running fastball. His fastball's been 90 to 93 miles an hour. Trying to run it in on the hands of Franklin Gutierrez and then mixing in a curveball.
3-2. Well hit. Left field. Traveling out of here. Home run. Franklin Gutierrez. And the Mariners have a 1-0 lead. For Goody, home run number 4, RBI number 9, and that baby jumped.
Just a great start for a healthy Franklin Gutierrez. Looked like on that last pitch, Grimm elevates the fastball and leaves it in the middle of the plate. One of his better fastballs at 93 miles an hour. Didn't have the same run. That's a 4-seam fastball. Just left the 2-seamer. Went with the 4-seamer trying to climb the ladder. Didn't get it high enough, and Franklin rides it into the bullpen.
Here's Kyle Seager. One of the many young guns trying to get on track for the Mariners. Looks at strike 1. That's going to leave a lot of yards. Nice jolt. Puts Felix and the Mariners ahead. This one fouled back. So for the Mariners, it's home run number 15 starting today. Only the A's and the Yankees hit more home runs than the Mariners.
Good power coming into the game. The 14 home runs for them. Last year in the first 10 games they had only had 5. It's a big improvement. Now 15 with that home run by Franklin.
2 balls, 1 strike to Seager. 385 feet on that home run. 3rd leadoff homer this season. Good count here for Seager, starting 5 for 34. through the first 10 games.
Different look for Kyle. He'd been hitting down in the lineup, 5th, 6th in that area. Now he has to move up to hitting 2nd because Saunders going on the DL. Maybe that'll get him going. Just a different look.
So personnel moves. You bring Indy Chavez up.
Yep.
And you could see that coming, that he would be the first guy to call for an outfield spot if necessary. It made all the sense in the world.
Veteran guy, was having a good year in Tacoma, hitting the ball well.
How great was it to see him down spring training too late?
It was.
Pick him up.
Well, I know that we both have that vision of when he tore his knee up here when he was with the Mariners the first time. So anytime I see him healthy and in the big leagues, as you take a look at Indy getting here at the ballpark, it's good to see him.
3-2. Center field, giving chases Martin. He's got it covered. It's starting to slice away from him.
Good play by Martin in center field. Take a look at the rest of the defense, brought to you by T-Mobile. Murphy in left field, Nelson Cruz out in right field. A lot of power out in right field with Cruz. And it's Beltre at third base. Andrus and Kinsler playing up the middle. Mitch Moreland, the first baseman, solid infield for the Rangers. And the former White Sox, A.J. Pierzynski, will do the catching tonight.
Breaking ball strike to Morales. 313 with a homer and 6 runs batted in. 10 for 32. He's heated up. Or 2. Way outside. Morales recently had a run where he was 8 for 16. Put it in play, and a one-hopper back to the pitcher, Graham. Highlight of the inning, I should say, is the leadoff home run, 3rd of the season by Goody, as we have 2 down now to Michael Morris coming up.
Michael with his first night off in last night's game, back in the lineup today. Cleanup hitter off to a good start. 263, but 6 home runs, leads the American League. It went out in the pen a couple of nights ago.
And a 7-game hitting streak working there for a while. It's 1 for 9 so far in the homestand. That's going to find its way through. Base hit.
Graham again to the right-handed hitters. Good fastball in on the hands of Morris. Inside out swing, finds a hole on the right side. Kinsler been playing up the middle. This jams him, but again strong enough to fight it off into right field.
Raul Ibanez, 4 for 16. A homer, 2 runs batted in.
Raul, it looks like, now that Saunders is on the deal, that he and Jason Bay probably going to get a lot more playing time here in the first month than they expected. That's why you get the veteran guys on your bench, right, Dave?
Absolutely.
The people that can handle the situation.
They did a great job a couple of nights ago. Mariners getting blown out. They put up some quality at bats, hit home runs. That was good stuff. There's Jason. Michael Saunders. Shoulder injury last night. Boy, he went full throttle into that right field wall, a right AC sprain. They're calling it a 2 to 3 weeks. Hopefully it'll be a quick recovery. Michael was swinging the bat. Well, he's put all facets of the game. He's really coming on.
Already had 3 stolen bases and a home run. He always plays great defense. Just take a look at Michael. $15-day DL for him. Hopefully that's all it's going to be. Get him back healthy.
Morris back safely. Mariners seeing him, Justin Grimm, for the first time. Gonna want to count here to Raul. 2-2. This was last night. Altuve hit a drive to right center field, and Saunders,
he hits the wall almost at the exact same time that the ball finds his glove. So didn't have a chance to brace himself or to ease into the wall at all. He took it full force. And I think we both knew it wasn't good seeing him laying on the track like that. Typically, we've seen him run into the wall before. He always gets up right away. And when he didn't yesterday, you knew it was probably going to be an issue, and there certainly has been with him on the DL now.
Other personnel change. Aaron Harang, a veteran, been around, knows what he's doing. He's had success in the big leagues.
Cameron Lowe designated.
Folks on deck. A 3-2 pitch here to Raul. Runner goes. Swung on and hit. Fair ball. And covering is Grimm on a nice grab by Moreland. But Franklin Gutierrez puts the Mariners in front. His third leadoff homer of the season. And that gives his good buddy Felix Hernandez an early 1-0 lead. For the 2013 season to get us going here in the first homestand. We haven't seen him in a while here in the booth. Jay Buhner joins us. Good to see you, pal.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you guys?
Glad you could make it.
Thanks, man. You know, right the nick of time. Snuck you in. Thanks for getting me a chair. I appreciate it. Hey, how about the boy?
How about it? You know what?
1,500 strikeouts.
Is that any good?
That's pretty good.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
What is he, a whole 27?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah, actually. Veteran on the staff. Yeah.
Man. Well, that's the first of very many more accolades for him.
Yeah. That's a good question.
He's pretty good. And he's old school. That's what I love about him. He gets the game. And you got to love that.
Tell the folks what you mean by old school. I know what you're talking
about.
about.
Well, I mean, you know, for instance, he threw the perfect game last year, right? So what does he do? Jasa, who caught the game for him, sends over a Rolex to him. And that's old. Just little things like that. And he's a throwback, you know. I mean, he's a grunt. You know, he knows it's about giving back to the communities and entrenched in the community here. Loves the fans, embraces all that stuff, and it's awesome. And he's a presence in the clubhouse.
Nelson Cruz, fly ball left field. Banez camped under. One out.
And you got to like a guy that wants to stay in Seattle, wants to call it his home, wants to, you know, start and end his career right here. It's hard to find anymore, Mike. You know that.
It
just doesn't happen anymore. It's such a business.
I think the biggest thing, too, is for the star that he is in this game, when you go in the clubhouse, you can tell that all of his teammates love having him here. They all appreciate what he does and the way that he handles his business. And let's be honest, the last couple of years, this guy's thrown a lot of good baseball games, and it's been difficult at times, but he always, I mean, always stands behind his teammates.
That makes it even more impressive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A.J. Brzezinski gets in one. Deep to right field, going back, Morris running out of room. Goodbye. A.J. Brzezinski, just a .188 hitter against Felix. And he homers to tie it up.
Cheating on that fastball, wasn't he?
AJ's been around.
Yeah, he's been in the league for a few years now, Jay. Take a look at this first pitch. Runs right back into the middle of the plate.
Well, you said he's been in the league a while. Those guys don't miss too many of those right down the middle.
No, he's sitting in that good spot too, 7th in the order. He's watching Felix get ahead of guys with the fastball and decide to take that away from him.
Yes, he did.
Good effort by Morse out there. So a 1-1 ball game.
It's all right, though. Nobody handles it better than him. They'll act like nothing even happened, get right back on it and go.
Moreland slicing drive. Backs up Raul Ibanez. Oh, he missed it. Well, they had it all the way. I think Moreland did too.
That's the reason why he's on first.
He's 7. That's a tough one.
Looks like he does. It looks like he has it. Didn't look like he was struggling with the lights.
No,
Sometimes they get the lights.
so.
I think he just missed it. Take a look at the McDonald's Supermo.
A little clanky very much, huh? Almost got him in the mouth.
Yeah.
There's that old trapeze on there.
Yeah, he's almost spitting chiclets right there, Michael, after the deflection. That would have been good.
Mitch Moreland's aboard. 1 out. A run in. Here's Leonys Martin.
How about the baseball gods finding Moreland, though? Assuming that there was going to be an out, and oops, almost didn't get the first base. It's the beauty of this game, isn't it?
Martin, a really good speedster. Craig Gentry, they share the center field spot for Ron Washington.
How about Nolan coming by?
I was stunned to really. You're a Texan. You know how big he is down there.
Yeah, I don't think he liked that whole exposure and being in the middle of everything. I thought he was going to walk away. But...
Ooh, a throw it,
chuck and duck. I think that's going to wake King Felix up a little bit.
Yeah, just a
I think
little
he's
bit.
going to get a little PO'd now. Enough's enough, boys.
Couple men on, and the chef
You
does
even
here.
have dinner served up here?
Hey, wow. You talk about some pole jump on it, pal.
That's Fred Flintstone, man. Look at that thing. That thing's on steroids. Oops, I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not supposed to talk about those things.
Good to have you here, Jay.
Good
That
grief.
is.
Hey, dig in, boys.
Man, oh man. All right, I tell you what, I just want to show it off there. There it is. Man, I tell you what, that's a big boy there. All right, look.
Smells good.
Get
Folks down that left field line will enjoy it, that's for sure. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Taken
Okay,
care of.
you guys knock yourselves out. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, good night.
Need to have you up here more often.
Hey, and if Foul finds out this is up here, we're done. It'll be gone.
Come on, isn't that him right around the corner?
Yeah, he's sprinting over here is what he's doing. I loved it. I was listening to you talking about being a spread crusher. I mean, nobody crushed it better than him, and he took pride in it, too.
Oh, still does.
Look out.
Oh, I know he's bitter right now listening to us talk about that. He's like, hey, enough.
Teammates for life, right?
Oh, yeah.
Who knows?
Nothing's off the record.
I know.
Back when I played.
0-2.
I love this. Look at the crowd. They love this guy. How can you not?
2 strikes to Kinsler. Started the ball game singling the center on a 2-2 pitch.
Well, you guys got to be liking life a little bit more this year, knowing there's going to be some offense, huh?
Yeah, we were just talking about it already. 15 home runs on the club in the first 11 games.
I was watching the Lastros hit a few too many the last couple of nights too. They got busy.
I think the Astros earned a lot of respect. I know in this booth, and I think in the dugout after the performance they turned in.
Yeah, they were hunting that fastball. I'd have been giving a few guys a bow tie though. You can hunt me a few times, and then you're getting.
I mean, they scored 24 runs on 44 hits against the Mariners. 15 runs to 21 hits. Take 2 out of 3.
Well, that's why it's great to have a guy like this, knowing just for the morale in the clubhouse, knowing that Felix is on the mound tonight to put an end to things, hopefully.
Yeah.
So,
in terms of energy and everything, I mean, how you feel about as a group?
it's a nice buzz. It's a nice buzz. Get some of the young kids to step up from the pitching standpoint. I think they'll be all right. I think the second half should be a good run for them.
2-2. Struck him out. 1,501 career strikeouts for Felix Hernandez. 2 outs here in the second.
Had a chance to see Michael Saunders last night.
That was pretty ugly, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. What'd you think of that play?
Well, it just scares me because obviously it looks like they changed the padding on the wall a little bit this year, huh?
Oh, really?
Well, it looked like it. It looked pretty hard out there, man. But the good thing is you know, he's injured that shoulder once before. It's good to know. Talking to him today, he feels a little better, and it's. I think he was more worried about the fact that maybe either dislocated or broke his collarbone, and it's good to know that's nothing too serious. So. Because he was getting right. He was starting to look squishy up there.
He was. I would agree.
He was looking very comfortable.
Your big body language guy, his was a plus.
Finally. And it took him, I mean, there was it took him a little bit. He's starting to come on into the year last year, and I'm expecting personally big things from him. I know he is as well. He's got all the tools, as you guys know.
2-on again for Texas. Bouncing ball, Seeger gets through the hole. Coming around is Moreland. A throw from Abanez, not in time. 2-1 lead for Texas. RBI for Andrus, his 6th. Moving down to second is Martin.
Well, Felix able to get the ground ball. Unfortunately, it finds the hole. Kyle Seeger trying to keep it on the infield with the dive, and then Brendan Ryan not able to get it, so that's a base hit.
Bring up Berkman with runners at first and second.
Raul's not feeling good about that right now, unfortunately.
I was thinking the same thing. We've all been there, too.
It's like, please, oh, man.
Swing and a miss, Berkman.
How about this guy, huh? I thought he was washed up. He ain't going to play anymore. He's lost at everything.
Well, he just comes into the game hitting 480.
Yeah.
4 doubles, too. He's not a speedster. He can hit.
He can swing it.
Good news about this game, talking about Raul, is he has 3 more at bats to make up for.
Absolutely.
Right?
He's going to. He's going up there looking for redemption. I'll get 1 back. That's for sure. Yeah, but when you got your horse on the hill and you cost him a run, it's like, oop. Makes a little bit longer run into the clubhouse.
Especially with him, because I think more times than not you expect him to pick you up too.
Absolutely.
Didn't work out.
1-1 to Berkman. It's foul ball.
What are we going to do with this tray of Brontosaurus?
I
still don't know what to do with it.
Where's Dino and Bam Bam?
Are we done with the pictures? Can we take this? Thank you.
Come on, as a Texan, you should be used to sizes
I'm going to crush that here in a little bit.
No, you will.
No doubt about it.
1 and 2.
I'm not bashful.
Bouncing ball, and Dino throws out Berkman, and that'll do a couple runs for Texas. A home run by Brzezinski and RBI by Andrus. 2-1 Rangers. baseball on Root Sports is being brought to you by Jack in the Box. The Chipotle Chicken Club Combo is back for a limited time at Jack in the Box. Try one today with fries and a drink for just $4.99 plus tax. And by BNSF Railway, the engine that connects us. Action just outside the ballpark, inside here at Safeco Field, a 2-1 Ranger lead. Justin Smoke leading off. Smoke, Montero, and Endino. Mariners have 4 starters in tonight's lineup, trying to get above that Mendoza line. Smoke, one of them, just 5 for 32, hitting a .156 coming into tonight's game.
He looks comfortable, though. I was talking to him earlier in the clubhouse. He says he feels good up there. He looks good. His takes are good. He's hitting some balls hard.
Yeah, but you know, when you're working on something and all that stuff is good, Jay, eventually you need to see it land in some outfield grass.
No doubt about it, man. It's time to put up.
Well, and just to keep your confidence going, you know, when I saw him in spring training, he looked great. Wouldn't you agree, Dave?
Yeah,
I mean, he was really hitting the ball hard and doing what you're saying, taking his walks, and that's the way his season kind of started. But eventually, you need to have some success. There you go. That'll work.
That's the one he's looking for. Good
attitude adjuster.
Yeah.
And that one hit right there could be the difference. You never know. It's a crazy game.
Take a look at the swing by Justin and our McDonald Supermo. It gets in there just a little bit, but a solid line drive into right field for Justin.
Montero, same could be said for him. 4 for 30, a .133. A lot of guys, a lot of room for taking off.
Hey,
there you go.
Ask and you shall receive. Nice call.
A couple of hits against Justin Grimm. Mariners in business.
Similar to the one that Smoke had. Gets in there just a little bit, but again, that pitch is elevated. The last 2 fastballs that have been hit have been about belt high. A bit of a knuckleball he hits out into the outfield.
Pulls his hands through pretty good, doesn't he?
Yeah, we've seen that early from Grimm. Throws that fastball trying to run it in on the right-handers.
Got some good movement.
The left one out over the plate to Franklin Gutierrez. He hit it in the back of the bullpen. But 30 pitches now for Grimm, 17 of them strikes.
Endino. 2 hits as a Mariner, 143. No homers, no RBIs yet.
Beltre playing in for the bunt, nobody out.
Second inning in a row, Mariners have had the leadoff man aboard. Bunt in order. All 1. Mariners have 4 sacrifices here in the young season. Ryan and Saunders and Dino and Goody. Beltre charging. Showing bunt there.
I like
Sneak in there a little
wheel play.
Little backdoor pick, huh? Fish ain't biting.
That's a tough play when you're a third baseman and you're basically charging as the pitcher starts because you're thinking he's going to bunt and you have the shortstop trying to get the out at third. Every now and then they throw a strike and somebody turns one on you and you're in some trouble. Trying to get small real quick over there.
Yes, invisible for sure.
1-1 to Andino. Smoke at second, Montero at first. Not exactly a 4x100 meter relay team on the bases here. 2-1. He needs to get a really good bunt.
Well, the last 2 pitches, the way the infielders are moving all over the place, it's really unfortunate that he didn't throw a strike down the middle of the plate because I think Andino was going to hit.
Yeah, he was.
And the entire infield was just about
shortstop
opened up.
wide open.
Yeah.
Or if you could push bunt, that's a good play. Push bunt right there, that shortstop hole.
2-1.
that time. Everybody stayed home.
Well, 2-1, and he didn't square around the 2 pitches in the fourth, so they figured he was going to swing. And the infielders pretty much held their ground. Happiest one was Adrian Beltre because he didn't have to charge. You see this pitch up out of the strike zone.
Well, it's hard. I mean, you played that hot corner, man, trying to see both.
It's tough.
2-2. Struck him out. One out. First strikeout for Justin Grimm. Again, called up to get this start. Matt Harrison, a bad back. He's been shelved for a while. Mike Maddox, pitching coach, with some words for the youngster. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Windy night here. It was calm at first pitch, not anymore. 53 degrees here in Seattle. Most of the cloud mass is blown away here right above the ballpark. We're in good shape in that regard. These folks are used to it. They've dressed appropriately.
Absolutely, you better.
Brendan Ryan, one out, runners at first and second. Ryan hitting .231.
I'll take .231 from him all year long. He keeps playing that defense.
The way he plays shortstop,
and
I would agree.
That'll get him a Gold Glove finally too.
Yeah, I think that might be true.
He's pretty good.
He is. I think he's capable of doing more than that, though, don't you?
Absolutely, he has before.
Yeah.
But he keeps getting himself in 0-2 and 1-2 counts way too many times. Hump that fastball.
Shows bunt. Takes the ball.
You know he's going to get it. He should know that.
Just can't miss it. Right.
That's exactly
to
right.
Go after it and not miss it. Felix looking on. I'd like to see a base hit right here.
Ryan's got a 2-0 count. Makes a strike. 2-1. Ryan hit .292. The 09 Cardinals in 129 games.
That's pretty good.
His first year with the Mariners in 11, he had .248. Last year fell off at .194. Shading him towards right center fielder Martin, not too deep. Inside. 3-1.
Wear it. Let's go.
Gutierrez on deck. Got off the Mariner home first. On a 3-2 pitch, he homered, and no doubt about it, into the bullpen in left field. Ryan's got a 3-1 count. And he takes ball 4. That'll load him up. So down to third goes Smoke. Montero to second. There's one down.
Take a look at Franklin Gutierrez in the first inning. Gets a fastball in the middle of the plate, 93 miles an hour, and rides it out here. Hits it out into the Rangers bullpen. Franklin with 4 home runs.
Well, that sounds good too, doesn't it?
Nice way to start the game, isn't
heck
it?
Yeah. Short and quick. It's got some thunder in that bat.
A couple opposite field home runs so far.
Shading him towards right center. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Well, you keep him healthy, knock on wood, and he can do some damage for you. Plus, play a heck of a center field.
And on this last swing, it looked like he tried to get them all.
Oof.
Fastball middle in.
Two for 3, runners in scoring position with 5 RBIs here through the first 10 games for Goody. Strike 2.
BP fastball there, huh?
at third, Montero at second, Ryan at first. One out, Mariners down 2-1. Couple runs on the board in the top of the second by Texas. Outside for ball one.
It's interesting sometimes when you look at the scouting reports, the Rangers obviously think he's going to hit the ball the other way. Martin, the center fielder, shading towards right side. But you have a pitcher that's been running that fastball in on the righties, and he's already hit one into the bullpen out in the left.
1-2. Bouncing ball, Andrus throws the second. I didn't like the way. What was that? Going into the bag. That didn't look good, Ryan, but he's okay. They get the force. A run scores. 2-2 ball game.
It looked like he was going in thinking he might have to break at the double play. It's the front edge of that thing. That's a pop-up slide that momentum takes him right over the top of the bag.
Two outs. Tie ball game.
I don't think I was ever moving fast enough to do that.
That's more. I think he's more embarrassed than he is in it right now. Can't get invisible on that. No, me either.
Now runners at the corners. Montero at third, and Gutierrez. He's at first for Kyle Seager. Still breaking ball, ball one.
10 RBIs in the first 11 games. Pretty good for a guy that's been hitting leadoff and second.
Absolutely.
To Seager. He's ahead 2-0.
Mariners just have a couple of runs. Grimm has had to throw a lot of pitches. 46 pitches working here in the second inning.
Good count here for Seager. Now 3-0. Great opportunity here for Seager. Seager missed a 2-out RBI for the Mariners last year with 44, third in the major leagues. Two.
Pitch right there.
Good changeup. 82 miles an hour right at the bottom of the strike zone. 3-1. Kyle looking for the fastball. Good changeup. See A.J. Przinsky, the veteran catcher, trying to get a young pitcher through this inning.
Second time Seager's gone 3-2 against Grimm. Runner at first goes. That's Gutierrez. That is a foul ball.
Limit the damage, Michael.
That's what he's trying to do. "50 pitches for Grimm. 27 of them strikes.
Grimm 1-1 with the Rangers last year in 5 games, 2 starts, at 9.00 ERA. Seager, a little dribble. Grimm will take it. That'll do it for Franklin Gutierrez. Fielder's choice RBI. Ties the score at 2-2. first inning with the Texas Rangers, and we're glad to have Jason, Melissa, and Ben Parker on hand to take in the action. Got a 2-2 score as we begin the third inning. Jay Buhner with us here in the booth. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers. It's good seeing you down at spring training. You and Ken Griffey Jr. You guys had a lot of laughs.
Oh, we did. Not short on that, that's for sure.
There's Beltre. It's a breaking ball for strike. Adrian. An infield hit last time up.
How good is this guy?
Ron Washington said he's obviously up to a slow start, but making every play there is at third. He said he does it in an unorthodox fashion. I wouldn't teach it that way, but he's great. He might be the best I've ever seen.
Unorthodox meaning he doesn't wear a cup down there?
That's one of them. That's the start of the list.
Are you kidding me? You must love your hands. I mean, really.
You know what? And
there's a real motivation to make all the plays there, isn't it?
You better.
And it's amazing. Most guys, that's what they say. You know, dude's hands are so good. I admire him even more, the fact that he plays the way he does without the entire equipment package, if you will. Skies this one. Morris coming in. Makes the play.
Well, you know Felix loves him because he, after the strikeout, went out right at the end of the inning, gave him a little love. So a little exchange at the end of the inning.
Pre-game show, we showed the repartee. Remember, we were here last year, and you might have been away. There was a game here, and they were jawing back and forth at each other. It was hilarious. Felix was in the dugout.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
top stepping it.
Right. This is what happened after the play.
Hey, you gave me one. I didn't think you would.
Conversation without even looking at each other. And here's what we were talking about from last year. This was just classic.
Oh, you're a cheater. You loaded it up is what he's saying.
Yeah, right.
Oh, look. Nothing up the sleeves.
Fly ball, left field, long run for Raul, running out of room.
Easy, big boy.
Ball and 2 strikes. Beltre wanted him to challenge just straight up fastball. Felix said, come on, check everything I got. Tell you what, Jay, I know you appreciate this. Both of those guys, you're talking about Felix, the same goes for Beltre. Fire burns real hot. Goody finds it. Makes the easy catch, 2 outs.
And they're having fun. They're enjoying the game, and I mean, it's good to see that.
After strikeout number 1,500. Congratulating Felix. Struck out Murphy to end the first inning. Career strikeout number 1500. 2 outs here in the third. Here's Nelson Cruz flying out to left.
A little respect for each other there. You don't see that very often.
They go after each other hard. Have a couple cold ones after.
Dot Pepsi.
There's the 0-1. Either one of you guys have a relationship with a pitcher like that during your playing careers? And
I don't think so. Not with the way those two go at it.
No.
I mean, I think the key to what you said, Dave, is that when Adrian's in the batter's box and he's on the mound, they're going at each other pretty hard.
Oh man!
But you know, the way that they carry on in between innings with each other, I don't think I've ever seen that before.
No, I haven't either.
1-2-3. Felix with a nice third inning in a 2-2 ball game. Welcome back, everybody. 2-2 ball game. I think that's the Ackley boys having a few laughs, looking for rally fries.
Is that Randy Johnson out there?
Oh boy, AT&T trivia question. Which franchise played its first game on this date in 1961? The Angels, Astros, Mets, or Royals?
I'll go Angels.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you on that one.
It's just a guessing game, Jay. Don't be afraid of it.
Yeah, don't be afraid.
Pick one.
Okay.
You won't get paddled or anything afterwards.
I won't look ignorant if I get the wrong one.
We do it all the time.
Hey, join in.
Yeah.
Morales, Morrison, Abanez, 3, 4, and 5. Morales a tapper back to Grimm his first time up.
Curtis doesn't like it when you guys get him right, though, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Takes it up another notch. He's seen a lot of Morales since he's been here with the Mariners.
I like him, man. He's a nice cog to have in the middle of that lineup. What do you have, 27 bombs last year, coming off that bad ankle?
4-pitch walk.
He knows how to hit. He loves to hit.
The big thing with it, too, is that last year he was coming off of that injury after missing a full season, and you could really see a difference in him in the second half of the year.
Yeah, no doubt.
And that's why I thought when they made the deal to get him over here, they were getting him at the right time.
I agree.
Here's Michael Morse.
It's a pretty bad injury. It takes a while to come back from that, so you're right. I mean, that's your foundation, too, man.
And you sat out a year.
Yep.
It's going to take some time to get your timing back and slow the game down again.
Morse with a base hit to right, first time up. Should strike one. Morales at first, second walk of the evening by Grimm.
Mikey's looking for that little indoor heater out here. Throw it to him and watch him hunt.
Here it comes.
Well, he's looking for it.
On a strike to Michael. Outstanding start for him. AL best 6 home runs, 7-game hitting streak to start the season. He wanted to hurt that one, didn't he? 1 and 2. Grimm starting in place of the injured Matt Harrison. Fast working left-hander for the Rangers. Bad back.
9 ERA will do that.
Yeah. Harrison off to a tough start to say the least. 0-2 at 8.44 ERA. Morse got a 1-2 count coming. Is on deck.
That little change up right here.
That will get down for a base hit. 2 base hits to right center field for Michael Morse. Mariners in business. First 2 men have reached. Walk and a base hit. Keep track of the Mariners games all season long. Made easy with the Mariners calendar, and it just so happens that the first 15,000 fans through the gates tomorrow evening, you're going to get your very own. It's thanks to BASF. For tickets to see the Mariners take on these Rangers in Game 2 of this 4-game series and take home the Mariners calendar, go to Mariners.com.
That'll be a good game tomorrow night, huh?
Yu Darvish and Hisashi Iwakuma.
I tell you, Iwakuma, now that he's coming, you know, it took him, we're talking about getting healthy the whole first half last year. Yeah. He was just muscle imbalance on his shoulder. It took him a while to get that shoulder strong again. Boy, did he come on the second half.
It was
wow. As soon as went into the rotation last year, he's pitched well ever since.
He's got good stuff, man.
You look at the overall numbers for Darvish and Iwakuma, again, going at it tomorrow night.
Darvish has been outstanding. Had a perfect game until the 27th batter.
Until he flamingoed the ball up the middle.
How about that? Right through his legs. He matched up in Japan one time for a scoreless 9-inning game.
Mike Maddox, the pitching coach for the Rangers, made a couple of trips out to the mound already. 61 pitches now for Grimm.
Talking about putting pressure pitches on this kid.
The Mariners well on their way to getting into the bullpen of the Rangers,
yes,
and getting there early.
You were talking about, Jake, Banez dearly wants to make up for the E7 that cost the Mariners run in the second inning.
Well, he's in the rocking chair right here, 2-0. He also knows he has that little BP fastball, too.
Derek Lowe, veteran, scrambling down in the bullpen. 2-0 to Raul. Hit it hard. That is a foul ball. Mariners have had 8 base runners so far, 5 hits, couple of walks, and 1 reached on a fielder's choice.
Derek Lowe, huh? This guy can eat up some innings for you out in long relief, huh?
Super sinker.
Oh, man. He does. He throws an igloo. I mean, that thing just...
Lowe in 2 games.
He's been around a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, good pitcher.
Ever since he left here. Man, what a career.
2-2 to Raul. 2 on, nobody out here in the Mariners' bottom of the 3rd. 2-2 ball game. Rudy's driven in both Mariner runs. Elvis Andrus has got an RBI single and a home run by E.J. Brzezinski.
Good as to see this guy back, huh?
It's great.
One of the terrific guys I've ever met in all my years in sports.
He can still play.
Yes, sir. 2-2. Breaking ball. Ooh. Off of Moreland. Flip to Grimm. Runners move up with 1 out. Productive out for Raul Ibanez. Second time he's grounded out to Moreland.
A little tricky hop there, huh?
Yeah, looked like came up and hit him in the chest. Ball's hit hard. Off the heel. Yeah. Right into the shoulder.
Well, Smoke was going to be the hitter here with runners in scoring position. Smoke with a base hit to right on a 3-1 pitch leading off the second inning.
This is a great opportunity for him. Help your club out. They're playing the infield back. Put the ball in play. Pick up a ribby.
Take what they give you.
That's right.
Especially early on. See if he can come back to haunt his old club.
Morales and Morse aboard. Make one to Justin. Mariners did well against Texas last year. 9-10 on the season series. 5-4 here at home. A dramatic improvement from 2011 when they went 4-15 against the Texas Rangers. It's a foul ball.
Middle up right here, Justin. A little out front, little hooky. Stay inside that puppy.
Mariners 0 for 4 thus far. Runners in scoring position. Great opportunity here with 1 out. 0-2 to Smoke. And Brzezinski could not hold on. So they get to swing again.
He just gets a piece of it. Fortunate that AJ didn't hold on to it, but he gets another shot here.
Two runs, 5 hits, no errors for Texas. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Mariners. Grimm's ready. Here comes the 0-2 to Smoke. Pitch down and away. Trying to get on a good roll here, swinging a bat. 1-2 to Smoke. 2-2.
2 pretty good takes right there, Michael.
Yeah, they were, which maybe makes you feel that he's changing his thinking a little bit, staying more up the middle the other way so he can stay back on a couple of those off-speed pitches.
Slow things down a little bit, let it get to you.
2-2. Got a full count.
Good AB right here. Looks like that bat phone down there is going to be ringing here in a minute.
I think so.
I hope so.
71 pitches.
I hope so. Right here.
Third inning.
Put the dagger in right here.
Get Morales at third, Morse at second. A 3-2 pitch coming here to Smoke with one out. Down he goes. Second strikeout for Grimm. And they're 2 down here in the third as we revisit our trivia question. Which franchise played its first game in the state in 1961? Mike and I both went with the Angels. Fans went with us. Survey says, oh, baby. LA Angels won their first big league game against the Washington Senators. Now this franchise, it's debuted in 1961 after the original Senators moved to Minnesota. Mike maintains his 1-game lead. By the way, the Mets and Astros, they began playing in 1962. But who's counting?
I can't wait for tomorrow's trivia question.
Montero trying to get a couple.
They need to clutch up. 0 for 5 so far in this game with runners in scoring position.
Grimm keeps wiggling off, doesn't he?
Good count for Montero. He didn't like it, but it's a strike called by Paul Emmel.
When you were heading to count 2-0, 3-1, did you look in an area? Or?
Yeah, I took away one part of the plate, man. I hunt whether it was in or out. I hunted it, and if it was there, I was whirly birding. If it wasn't, I just tipped my hat.
All right.
2-1, 75 pitches in the books for Grimm. 2-1. He got Smoke on that pitch. Now he's got Montero in trouble.
Taking advantage of some aggressive hitters, isn't he? Letting them get themselves out.
Inning started with Morales walking. Base hit Morse. Ibanez moved them up with an infield ground out. Smoke struck out. Pitch. Full count. Back-to-back full counts. Third 3-ball count this inning, and on deck is Robert Andino. Two. Popped it up. Short right field for Cruz. Mariners leave a couple. Let Rick dies here in the third. Score is tied at 2-2. Sports is being brought to you by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Sterling Bank, nobody works harder for you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. And by Pizza Hut. Make it great. A lot of fans coming into Safeco Field tonight. Get the K card, get the T-shirt. See the King go for career victory number 100. He's already picked up 3 strikeouts to get him to 1,501 for his outstanding career. Jay Buhner with us in the booth. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Mariners has had a great opportunity, second and third. Nobody out, couldn't score. They've left 5 men on thus far. Bottom third of the order coming up for Texas. It'll be A.J. Przinsky, Mitch Moreland, and Leonis Martin. A.J. He took Felix deep. First pitch that he saw went out in the second for his second home run. 4th RBI of the season. He knew what he wanted.
Yes, he did. Cheating on that fastball. Thou shalt not let the fastball pass.
Good motto. 2-0.
Especially off of Felix. You get one, you better not miss it.
Felix thus far, 3 strikeouts, giving up a home run, hasn't walked anybody. Back with a strike, 3-1. Przinsky, veteran, been around since '98. Broke in with Minnesota, was with that ball club to 03, San Francisco in 04, and then from 05 through last year with the White Sox. There's a strike. Count is full. A.J. Przinsky, 157 career home runs. Felix got him 3-2.
I love it.
How do you get his bet on that?
I love it. Spoiler.
Take a look at this last pitch.
Oh, God.
Not sure.
That's pretty impressive right there, didn't it? Right out of the catcher's mitt. Fans wanting a strikeout. I like it.
Looking for number 4. And he walks it. First walk issued by Felix. Leadoff walk here in the 4th. Don't miss your first chance to pick up one of the most sought-after T-shirts in Seattle, the 2013 Kings Court shirt. You'll pick up this year's gold tee, a K card, and a seat in this season's inaugural Kings Court when Felix takes them out next Wednesday against the American League champion Tigers. It's all for only $30 when you get your tickets at mariners.com/Felix. And that's the Kings Court tonight. Tonight is the Supreme Court. Not messing around. Mitch Moreland reached on an error. Left fielder Raul Labanez. Strike 1 to Mitch. Ball, foul ball. 0-2 now to Moreland. Batting in the 8-hole, Leonis Martin's on deck. Two. Moreland batting 8th, Martin 9th, and then back to the top of the order, Kinsley. Good crowd on hand, exhorting on Felix. He's got a 1-2 count. 1-2, Ryan Felix covering, nice. 3-6-1 double nap.
Just snatch it.
Isn't it great? Good athlete, play with a lot of confidence. So many times you see pitchers running over there with the shortstop. They have such a tough time.
Our Money Tree in-time play. Felix is on time there, that's for sure.
Good play by Justin.
clears himself out. I like it. Felix got the pinky right now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
A little PO'd. I like it.
Like Ricky Henderson snatching that thing.
Good timing by Brendan Ryan, too. He held it just long enough to give Felix a chance to get there and able to get the runner. Good play by Brendan.
I love watching him at shortstop.
So do I.
I mean, he makes the routine plays, but he also makes the tough plays. And he's got a hose. He's got a good arm. I didn't realize his arm was that good.
It's because he doesn't get over on top of it very often, but when he needs to, he has some extra.
Yeah, he's got a little extra.
He tries to just get rid of it quickly with that little sidearm flip. But when he has to, he can put something on it.
And he doesn't sit back. He gets into the ball. That's what I love about him.
Yes. Accurate from any angle, too.
Yeah. Well, that's smart. I mean, you're never going to be able to throw from the same arm angle. Yes, sir.
Strike 2 to Martin. To Martin, he's a 176 hitter coming into tonight. Got a base hit to get him up to 222. Base hit to center back in the second inning. Ball and 2 strikes. Felix with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. 1 and 2 to Martin. Pitch. Bounced up there, 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Martin pops it up out of play. This ball has come down with a thud. People are, how about the nonchalant that?
How about the guy that
the
got
beer?
The one in the beer?
Was that great?
That was solid. I love that.
And he just like,
and then just bottoms up.
Had it all the way. Just really stuck his hand. Yeah, I got it.
Chug and then chug a lug.
That wasn't bad. 60 pitches for Felix.
And got him some airtime too, man.
2-2. Hit to deep right center field, but Morse is there. Makes the catch. Legion of Boom in town here. Sam Chancellor. There you got Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas. They got their little routine going. A 2-2 ball game.
The Ford Sports Desk. Andy Chavez was selected when Saunders went to the DL because he was hitting 429 down in Tacoma, among other things. The guy's talented. Here are a couple other farmhands that are tearing it up right now. Brad Miller, he's hitting 375 early in Jackson. Remember, we saw him a lot with the big league club this spring. No one that was better than Mike Zunino, guys. Already got 17 RBIs, leads the minor leagues, 8 extra base hits for Tacoma. He's out of the lineup, though, tonight. He needs a day off. Rest up.
Zunino has been unbelievable. He's lit it up everywhere he's been. Last year, a couple of stops in the minor leagues, and he's doing it again here, AAA.
Get rested up. Rest up. Are you tired of getting 2 hits every night? Jeez.
Trotting around the bases.
It's really tough to jog, huh? That kid's a hitter. I like Miller, too. He was fun to watch in spring training.
Yeah, we had a chance to see a lot of him.
He can pick it, man.
Did a nice job at third. He's a shortstop by trade, but he looked very comfortable at third base. 2-1 to Andino leading up, and Dino, Ryan, and Goody.
Played a pretty good school, too.
Clemson Tigers. Dino struck out first time. Wow, off the end of the bat. Easy play from Moreland, 1 out.
Mariners had a real opportunity last inning, let it get away. 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position tonight. It's been strange, and I know it's early in the season. You see 82 pitches now for Grimm, Jay, but it's and I don't know if it's because of the youth, although they have the veterans now in the middle of the lineup. But it seems like they have games where all of a sudden, and Dave and I have noticed this on the last road trip too. And it's early, I get it, but it seems they're 0 for 7 or they're 5 for 8 with runners in scoring position. You know, it's one of those
outhouse
deals.
or penthouse.
Yeah, you know.
To your point, in the wins, the Mariners 12 for 35 runners in scoring position. Mike, in the losses, 3 for 32.
Contagious. You got to get that first guy to get that big hit, and then everybody jumps on the bandwagon. But who's going to step up? And when you got a guy on the ropes like that, like the last 2 innings, you got to step on his neck. High pitch count and let him wiggle off.
2-0.
And like you said, Michael, just take what they give you. Sometimes all you got to do is just put the ball in play and get a ribby. It's an easy ribby. That's a positive.
Sometimes a ground ball to second is a good play.
That's an attitude adjuster. At the end of the night, you're 0 for 4, but you got a ribby. Hello, I'll take that.
Right.
Build off of it.
How long did you play at the major league level, Jay? And when people think of the home runs and all that stuff, but you don't drive in 140 runs by hitting 30 home runs. You have to pick those runners up. And I know that one thing that we used to laugh at all the time is you called it the flick and this little thing because you get down in the count, and all of a sudden you just flip a ball into right field. But how long did it take you though, when you decide, you know what, I'm gonna give up on some of that swing right now and just try to find a way to put it in play?
It took a while because the ego wants to get in the way sometimes, and that's part of maturity for a lot of people. And so it took me 3-4 years. But then when I started getting a little flicker going, I tell you what, I had more fun out of doing that, giggling over at first base because the pitcher is just sitting there screaming at you, and you're just like, yeah.
He's looking for the big swing out of you.
And you just cut it down and just flick it out, take a little base hit, take what they give you. That's what you got to do throughout the course. When you play 162 and 185 days, you got to know when to say when. You got to know when to look yourself in the mirror. You got to know when to tip your hat. There's so many things, and you got to know when to take what they give you. I mean, early in the game, that little flicker or that little ground ball to second base, that could win you. That one run could win you the ball game.
Especially when you have your guy on the mound.
Exactly. You got your horse. You pad him a lead early.
Gutierrez with both Mariner runs batted in here tonight. A leadoff homer and an RBI fielder's choice. So I look at your numbers, Jay. 95, 96, 97. You went from, my God, 124 homers. Those 3 years. Ribby's 121, 138, and 109. Had Sheriff K's too for Slugger too.
That was my point, though. That was my point.
They paid well.
But that's the reason why I asked him the question and that's why Jay, when he answered it, that's the reason why. I mean, he would swing and miss at it with the best of them, but every now and then he would cut that swing down. That's why I wondered how long it took him as a player before he realized that's what he needed to do. And I know for myself, going through it, Edgar was great at it. He's the best ever, but he's the one that basically got me for the first time to just sit on a breaking ball.
Absolutely.
And even if they throw that first pitch fastball down the middle of the plate, don't kick yourself for it and all of a sudden start chasing everything.
Right. Don't
get away from your plan. But that takes time.
It does. You got to buy into, it starts on the on deck circle when you step in the box. if you got a plan, you got to stay with it. You can't change your plan in the middle of an AB.
And a third, Beltray gets a lead runner. They don't get Goody. 2 outs. Second fielder's choice for Gutierrez. We want you to join the conversation for up-to-date game info, live interaction. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. Check us out and stay connected with Root Sports. When Ryan is erased, 2 outs, and that brings up Kyle Seager. Fly to center.
You're doing that stuff, huh, Michael? Tweeting and Facebook. I know you're all over that.
But the requests have been there.
So are you, I'm sure.
I don't even know what it is.
Come on, your daughter hasn't taught you?
I know a tweet from being a hunting and fisherman, but not the same kind of tweet we're talking about.
Understood.
Let me ask you, what do you think about the changes here at the
Love
ballpark?
it. I love that scoreboard, man. That's something else, isn't it? I like the fact that we're playing in a stadium the way it's supposed to be played. Outdoors, grass,
there you go.
Elements, a little cold, but I like it. We didn't have that luxury in the Kingdom, although that 72 every day was pretty nice.
Wasn't too bad.
No, it was good.
Seager takes.
But I like it. I got to get down to the cantina, see what that's all about.
Better get there
It's been
early.
busy.
It looks like it. It's packed right now.
From what we see every night.
I think Gar's selling some of this to kill you down there.
That's right. Yeah.
Or I should call it mescal. Sorry, Gar.
Runner goes. Swung on.
Get over his head.
Our team takes care of it. And that will do it for Seager and the Mariners in the 4th. Score remains tied at 2-2 as we get to the 5th. Some of the great scenes here at Safeco Field tonight. Supreme Court night. Felix in his first start here 2013. Franklin Gutierrez has knocked in both Mariner runs. A home run in the first, RBI fielder's choice in the second. Top of the order, 3rd time around now for the Texas Rangers. Here's their leadoff man, Ian Kinsler. Base hit the center and a strikeout. Felix with 3 tonight. He's surpassed the 1,500 mark. Be Kinsler, Andrews, and Berkman.
65 pitches for Felix. Good shape with his pitch count. 45 of them strikes. It's a good number.
Two to one.
Just trying to think but I can't think of anybody, Jay, that throws a changeup as hard as Felix does. His changeup is 90 miles an hour, 88 to 90.
It looks like a split. I used to think it was a split. He goes, no, it's a change. But
through the whole base hit, Kinsler 2 for 3.
I know, and I talked to him about that. He said that a lot of people think that. And they can't believe when he tells them that that's his changeup. And I think it's just because of the velocity of it, and then you have that late movement on it.
It does have some good movement.
It's
bottom drops out.
It's unique to him.
Right at the end, and just enough to get him out.
Kinsler, good hitter.
There you go, right there. He's probably looking inside and didn't miss it.
Typically, these guys want their changeup 10 miles an hour off their fastball, and his is only 2 or 3.
Okay, Jamie Moyer.
Yeah.
He was here a couple of days ago, telling some great stories.
Oh, Lee, did you have to unplug him? Take the I sent you a text, Michael. I said, take the batteries out. Oh, man.
It was rolling.
I was like, was there any air left up here in the booth for you guys?
He was having a good time.
I tell you what, though, nobody was more prepared than that guy. I mean, for him to go out there with that stuff that he had and get people out, God bless him. He was pretty darn good at it, too. I mean, we got him what? We got him from Boston. He was basically never coming in, just out to die out in the bullpen, and then he comes over here and we strike lightning in the bottom. The rest is history.
Then he decided to go ahead and pitch another 20 years.
Oh, by the way, I wonder if is he talking about maybe making a comeback again?
Dave asked him if he turned his paperwork in for his retirement. He said no.
Papers have not been filed, man.
It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, he's one guy because of his stuff, because of his changeup. It was so good. And you guys were talking about it on air. I was listening. I mean, his annex and everything. But he would basically yell to Danny sometimes what he was going to throw. Right. And the hitter would think, oh, no, he's not really going to do that. And he would do it.
It's right there. 1-1 now. Elvis Andrews. Kinsler, a legit base stealing threat. 0 for 1 thus far this year.
Joe Ortiz, left-hander for the Rangers.
The 1-1 here. Fielder double play depth. And it gets away from Montero. Kinsler down to second. Wild pitch.
This looks like the changeup. That's when that Montero, he needs to move his body over and try to block that instead of trying to backhand it on.
Help your boy out, man. Come on. With a runner on first.
Yeah, especially if he knows it's going to be an off-speed pitch. You have to be ready and expect it in the dirt.
Close game.
Kinsler down at second now, and a 2-1 count to Andrews. Pretty
nice try right there.
Playing the game the right way.
Heck yeah.
Nobody out trying to hit it to the right side.
Up a little bit. I like this kid.
So do they. About 8 years of nice. 8 years, about 130 mil.
He's liking himself right now.
2-2. Kinsler thought about it. Gets back, counted 3-2.
See, that right there looked like a split. I mean, that thing dove hard.
It's 90 miles an hour.
Yeah. Well, Montero's going to get his work in. You wanted to be the catcher. Oof. That was you. You were our third string one year, weren't you? Back up to the backup.
Yeah. I was, and that was the year that I showed up to spring training with the pitchers and catchers, and the happiest day of my life was about halfway through spring training when Lou told me to put the gear away. He'd seen enough of it.
Dude, your bag, you would carry more gloves than any guy I've ever seen. You had the trapeze, you had the third base, you had the first base, you had the catcher's mitt, you had it all.
Walk to Andrews, and now you're in some trouble.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. it was worth it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, man.
Jay Buhner joining us for the first time this season. Good to have Jay. We haven't seen him up here in the booth since last year. A couple of years ago, who could forget, was it Mike Carp? He called the ball in the soup, right? Remember that?
I did, as a matter. That's right. Yeah, I look like a hero on that one. Where is Michael?
With the
Boston?
Red Sox, and he might get sent out because Big Papi's working his way back.
Well, you know, he was swinging it pretty good, and then he went and got hurt. And the rest
is history. Last year in Japan, right?
The rest is history, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame, isn't it? That's why they always say, man, take advantage of it. You never know. You never know when they try to pry that jersey off of you.
2011 season, he had about 6 electric weeks. Felix in a situation here. He's got first and second. Nobody out. Got Berkman, Beltran, Murphy, and Cruz, Brzezinski. That's some power packs coming up.
Just needs the pitcher's best friend right here. This is the perfect guy to do it. But a roll over Beethoven the second. No first, my bad.
There's one. Felix covers. Scoop, no.
Hey.
Well,
Murphy got some wheels all of a sudden.
Yeah, Felix with a nice little stretch down there. Moving up to third is Kinsler.
I thought they were going to be able to turn that. Surprised me a little bit, didn't it?
Yeah, he kicked it in.
They did everything right
there.
You know, keep that by a step.
He did.
Now runners at the corners, one out for Adrian Beltre. 1 for 2, infield hit, fly out to right.
Well, double play ball still work right
Absolutely.
here.
He got that helmet pulled all the way down, kind of like Dave Stewart when he used to pitch.
Strike one. Beltre 4 for 17 against Felix.
He's doing a great job working ahead of hitters. 19 first pitch strikes out of the 22 hitters he's faced.
Two. Felix with 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. This could be a huge strikeout opportunity. 0-2 to Adrian Beltre. They struck him out.
Baby.
What a pitch by Felix Hernandez, his 4th, and boy, was that on time. 2 outs here in the 5th.
Looks like the good changeup again. It's 89 miles an hour, but the bottom falls out of it. Adrian will swing over the top of it.
Whew. I'm curious how he holds that thing to get that kind of late.
Circle change.
It's amazing.
It is. It's a circle change. Yeah, you like that one.
Giving him an extra look. So Beltre, an inquisitive look. What was that?
Wouldn't look at him until the end.
2 outs, David Murphy. Strikeout and a fly out.
Oh, boy.
Well, good job by Montero to keep that in front of him.
2-2 ball game. We play top of the 5th.
Felix get a little confidence in his man behind the plate right here, running on third. He's got to do that. Kind of learning on the job, isn't he?
I think that Felix isn't the easiest guy to catch because it moves all over the place. Everything that he throws. That's good pitch. Good 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Those are right behind him.
1-1 to David Murphy.
Other than that pitch to AJ, everything's had a lot of sink, a lot of movement to it.
Base hit, David Murphy, 3-2 Texas. Digging for third and getting there is Lance Berkman. David Murphy with his 4th RBI in April.
Way to go, Jay. Jinxed me right there. My bad.
Shoots it right back up the middle. One of the few pitches we've seen now.
Yeah.
Again, runners at the corners. A run in now. Texas back in front. Here's Nelson Cruz 0 for 2. Fly to left, ground out to second. Cruz the 6th man to the plate here in the 5th. Played for the WBC champion Dominican Republic. Mariners broke on top. Franklin Gutierrez hit a home run leading off the Mariners home first. Texas came back in the second. Home run by Brzezinski tied an RBI single by Andrus with an error mixed in. Mariners tied it. Goody an RBI fielder's choice in the second. Well hit. That's going to get another run in as Raul will have to retrieve this one. Berkman scores. Murphy held at 3rd RBI double. Cruz 4-2 Texas. For Cruz, his 3rd double, his 5th RBI.
Back-to-back 2-out hits. Felix another pitch. It looked like it was in the middle of the plate. Rangers now 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position.
We'll change up and stayed up,
yeah,
Michael.
Yeah.
Darrell Willis out, put a couple of positive pitch thoughts in Felix.
Giving a little bit of a break too. His pitch count was in great shape, but he's had to throw a lot of pitches in this inning. The Rangers making him work.
Brzezinski is going to be the 7th hitter to the plate. Second and 3rd, 2-down.
Sometimes hitters have to pick up your pitcher too. Felix is going, a lot of the games that he's going to pitch, he's going to hold the opponents to next to nothing, and every now and then it's nice to have your offense come back and pick you up when you give up a few points.
I think they'll do it. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. There's still a lot of game left.
And it looks like they're going to get into the Ranger bullpen also.
So that's always good.
7 Rangers have hit so far tonight, everybody but Berkman and Moreland. Brzezinski behind 0-2. Felix with a walk and a strikeout this inning. He could use a K here. And he gets it. Gets Brzezinski looking to end it at strikeout number 5 for Felix. But Texas scores twice with 2 outs. RBIs by Murphy and Cruz has the Rangers in front 4-2.
Couple back, they are coming to bat. Hi everybody, Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Next up after this 4-game series, the Detroit Tigers, and former Mariner Doug Fister was on the mound today for the Motor City Kitties, and he had a pretty good day. He gets Masuris Turish to ground into a double play. Fister gives up only 1 run in 8 innings. The Tigers pound the Jays 11-1. Guys, if the rotation holds, Fister's next start will come against Felix when they have their next outing, but that could change because both the Tigers and the Mariners have an off day between now and then. Stay tuned.
Could be interesting seeing Doug Fister back here in Safeco Field. Thank you, Angie.
P. Fister.
Something.
He is.
And he's got some bats to support him.
They didn't get cheated today.
New pitcher for the Texas Rangers, Joe Ortiz.
4th appearance for Ortiz. Pitched well, 1.93 ERA for him.
Ortiz, little guy, 5'7", 175, out of Caracas, Venezuela. Did not go, says the Strickland.
First start of the year for Justin Grimm. Goes 4 innings, gives up 5 hits. Through 92 pitches. A lot of pitches to get through 4 innings. So Ron Washington was hoping to get 5 at least out of him, but the Mariners able to chase him.
Well, there was a point there in the 2nd inning. I didn't think he was going to get through there.
I agree.
Joe Ortiz in his first year in the big leagues. Been in the minor leagues since 2007. Undrafted free agent. Signed back in August of 06. 3-2 here to Morales. Hit hard, but Kinsler played him perfect.
Almost handcuffed him.
One out here in the Mariners' 5th. Ortiz a 16-12 career record in the minor leagues. 07 through 2012. Michael Morris loves 80s music. Feel good, wants the crowd into this. Is the song he played in Washington the last few years. Blanking on it right now, but
he likes 80s.
Yeah, loves
really?
80s music. Feel good. He says, I want to interact with the crowd.
And all that,
yeah,
all that stuff.
he travels with his karaoke machine.
Yeah.
My goodness. Good for him.
Yeah. He has a good time.
I tell you what, he cranks it in the clubhouse too.
Yeah, you got to enjoy your enjoyment.
Good call. He played Eurythmics earlier. He's got about 3 different walk-ups a night.
That one on YouTube
is the best,
pretty
right?
solid. And you got the whole crowd singing it.
That was his last at bat in Washington. The whole crowd, like 40,000 plus.
That'll give you goosebumps.
Couple of base hits to right from Michael. Looks at Ortiz for the first time. One and two. Grimm only went 4 innings, just like Bedard did. Left with the game. With the lead.
Oh, I'm sorry I have to laugh at that, though. One more inning and get the win or something. Come on.
92 pitches. Look back at the book, see when Bedard checked out.
66.
66. 4 strikes out. Not since Peanuts and Cracker Jacks has there been a better combination in baseball. Friday, April 26th, the Mariners introduced the Beard Hat, a giveaway that's functional and fashionable. First 20,000 fans pick up this must-have fashion accessory. So get your tickets. Get them now for Mariners Beard Hat Night at Mariners.com.
Duck Dynasty hat, huh? about
Good
that?
call, Duck Dynasty. Yeah,
How about
exactly
those guys,
right.
man? Really?
A little different. 66 and 39 for Bedard the other day.
How do you not love Cy? Come on, you got to love him.
Is that the older dude with the
Jack?
That's the uncle.
I love him.
They are now cult heroes,
Oh,
right?
they are. I remember using their duck calls way back, man.
Really?
They've been around for a long time. Heck yeah.
2 to Raul. He's going on 3 pitches. Joe Ortiz was flat out nasty in the 5th.
That was quick.
4-2 Texas. From Mariners history, and hey, that's a good way to enjoy the game, folks. Howdy, welcome. Part of the 22,917 that came out to see the King, Felix Hernandez. Right now, Felix behind 4-2 as we go to the top of the 6th. Felix has struck out 5, walked 2. Here's Mitch Moreland to lead it off. This is strike 1. Supreme Court night has doubled the attendance we've seen the last couple of nights. 22,917. In there for strike 2. Moreland reached on an error. Fly ball to left field. One off the glove of Raul Ibanez, and he's also bounced into a double play. Looking for a half a dozen strikeouts. Fly ball deep left center field. That's got a lot of carry. Raul on the track, and he makes the catch. Hey fans, tweet us your favorite plays each game at #RootFanFave. We're going to tabulate the results, present the top 5 fan favorite plays of the week. We'll do that every Sunday on Mariners pregame here on Root Sports. One out in the Texas 6th inning brings up Leontis Martin. Leontis Martin.
Fly ball to left field that Moreland just hit. That had a lot of carry on. I was surprised. Looks like the flag's not much wind out there.
Martin, a base hit to center and a fly to right. To Andino. Rolls out Martin, 2 outs. Texas went ahead in the 5th inning. RBIs, 2-out RBIs by Murphy and Cruz as we check out some trends here. The Legion of Boom fellas tweeting, taking in the game. We got the Supreme Court, everybody talking about that, and the Seahawks who are here. Boy, there's going to be some big expectations on that ball club last year.
Pete Carroll was here last night, right?
Yeah, he was outstanding. What a great campaign they had.
I'm excited about the season coming out.
Yeah.
They're going to be good.
They're going to get a lot of national exposures, too. Top of the order, Kinsler, 2 for 3 runs scored. Texas RBIs tonight: Andrews, Murphy, Cruz, and Brzezinski with a home run. Franklin Gutierrez has driven in both Mariner runs. Home run in first, fielder's choice in the second.
Felix pitch count starting to climb on him. 94 pitches. Hopefully we can get Kinsler out. Maybe get one more inning out of him.
Outside, 3-1. Felix in his 34th start against these Texas Rangers. Record 12-16 with a 3.76 ERA. Andrews awaits. Ooh, boy. Hope that was a chair that hit off.
Watch your lips down there, huh?
Everybody looked like they were all right.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, you can see that 5th inning. 25 pitches in the 5th inning.
Two outs, nobody on, and a full count to Kinsler. Another ball yanked foul. Felix 7-8, a 3.29 ERA, 18 career starts against the Rangers here at home. They were strong against them last season. There's some strikeouts. 2-0 at 0.53. Tough hitter Ian Kinsler. Do it again at 3-2. Off the end of the bat.
Look at that bat.
That just died. 12 pitches in that inning for Felix Hernandez. He's clean in the 6th. Getting some help for 2 Rangers. Baseball on Root Sports, being brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass, always in moderation, to life, love, and loot. Good time lapse look at happenings here at Cinco Field this evening. Supreme Court night, Felix's first start, 2013 here at home, 22,917 on hand. Just trying to get him some runs now. Joe Ortiz, his second inning of work. He went 1-2-3 in the 5th. Ground ball, Smoke. Beltre Gabas throws him out. Smoke with a base hit in his first time at bat is 1 for 3 now.
Nobody up in the Mariner bullpen, so Felix coming back out to pitch the 7th. No surprise there.
Here's Montero, got a base hit to left, fly to right. Mariners tonight, tough go, Mike. 0 for 6 runners in scoring position.
Walk and hit one out of the ballpark. We talked about it. 15 home runs in the first 11 games. Good years with a home run tonight. Jay, you and I were talking about that's kind of the different feel with this club, even though they've struggled in that category tonight. They've been inconsistent to start the year. Because they can hit the ball out of the ballpark, you feel like you have a chance. Last year, you get down 2 or 3 runs, you felt like it was going to be difficult for them to come back. But now they have some thump in it.
Yeah, now they run out of outs.
Yeah.
Instead of getting it shoved day in and day out.
Right.
But you're right. I mean, there's a lot of game left, man. A bloop and a blast, and you never know. It's a fickle game. What have you done for me lately?
That's it.
0-2 here to Montero.
I mean, the other night it was what, 13-0, 13-1. Next thing you know, it ends up 16-9. And even though they got beat, it's still pretty impressive. They throw up a 9 spot. So it just goes to show you they're capable of doing it. It's nice to see. It's good to see the long ball. I love the meat and potatoes.
This kind of cold weather, how'd you deal with it playing out in right field?
I just bundled up a little bit more and
got the extra set of gloves, a hat.
I did. I would wear I'd wear a double batting glove on my bottom hand early on in the season. It's before they had the neoprene ones. They were a little bit thicker. They'd help keep the climbing out of there and just kind of try to keep your hand. That's the biggest thing, just keeping the hands warm.
Popped it up. Andrews going back. 2 outs. Ortiz 5 up, 5 down. Grab hold of one of the greatest giveaways of the season. Saturday, April 27th. All kids 14 and under. You're going to be ready to step up to the plate when you get your hands on a full-size Dustin Ackley Louisville Slugger bat, thanks to Jack Links. Put a bat in their hands and a smile on their face when you pick up tickets for Bat Night at Mariners.com. Here's Andino, a strikeout and a ground out to first. Another strike to Andino. 0-2, 2 out, nobody on.
I think if you're playing though, this is fairly mild. The weather that we have here tonight. It's cold for us sitting up here, but those conditions in Chicago that we just came back home from, now that was brutal.
Couldn't agree more.
I think some of the coldest games I've ever played have been in the Minnesota. Just miserable.
There.
Just praying the ball's not hit to you.
Get cold too.
Oh man, how about the opening? I forget what year it was. We opened up there, and the first day was canceled because of snow, and then the next night they had to sweep it off.
Down the third, Beltre takes care of it.
Yeah, hanging in there.
And Joe Ortiz dealing. He has retired 6 consecutive net. Felix is going to be coming out for number 7.
still out there. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here. Tomorrow, we have got a treat for you out on the mound. Yu Darvish versus Hisashi Iwakuma. Now, these guys are very familiar with each other. They faced each other in America last year. Both of them have 2 starts under their belt this year. But look at this. They faced each other 6 times in Japan. Kuma 2-2, Darvish 3-2. Look at the ERAs. They bring out the best in each other. But this is the amazing thing. On May 8th, guys, 2010, both went 9 innings, 0 runs. They both left the game after 9 innings. But Kuma threw 127 pitches, and listen to this, Darvish threw 156 pitches.
That's a lot of work. Be a good matchup tomorrow. Thank you, Angie. Here is Elvis Andrus to lead it off. Lance Berkman and Adrian Beltre coming up behind him.
That was one of the, listening to those pitch counts. When I was over there in '99, I can remember the high school kids, and they had them out there, and they would throw 180, 190 pitches.
The high school kids are in development stage, for crying out loud. And Dino's got a pretty good angle. So does Morris. Morris makes a catch.
Nice play.
Well done.
Take a look at Michael out in right field. That's a short ball there, too.
I'll tell you, it's definitely easy to come in on a ball, but boy, you start getting close to that wall.
It's a good play.
It's a big old trapeze helping him out right there.
What was the biggest glove you wore? Because Mike and I were talking about.
I used a trapeze, and I basically used, I would say probably 3 trapeze my whole career. I didn't change gloves. I didn't like changing gloves.
Is that the biggest glove out there?
No, you had that one that Luis Polonia that was. Remember
that was a big softball glove.
Then he got written up for it. I think they ended up taking it away from him.
Your glove, I don't know if it was the way you broke it in, but it didn't seem like it was like the normal big outfielder basket glove.
And they did make them a little bit smaller.
And I think yours was, right?
Yeah, it was.
Pretty well stroked center field. Going back, Goody got some trouble here. Oh, he's into the fence. He's okay. Ball bounces around off the fence. Raul retrieves. Look at Berkman. He's going to dig for 3. They got a chance to get him. He is meat at third.
Nice job by Raul to get over there and help out.
And hit his cutoff man.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the ball ricocheted off the wall and hit Goody in the knee.
Yeah, it looked like it. Then it started running down the warning track, which made it go further away. So take a look at our McDonald's Supermo and Franklin trying to get back. Almost made it in right off the knee.
Look at his glove hand. How close he gets to hurting that wrist. Watch that. Oof.
I had Saunders run into a wall last night. He's out for time. Cannot afford to have Goody get hurt.
But as an outfielder, there's times you kind of get to that no man's land, and that's part of going out there and kind of knowing your warning track and counting the steps, so you have a general idea where you are and how close you are to that wall.
How many steps did you have out there?
You could probably, on a dead sprint, you could probably get one really and truly, one big step.
Okay.
So,
and after that,
but you can tell the difference between the grass and the cinders of that warning track. So it kind of gives you a little bit of an idea where you're at.
So
but that wall don't give.
We found that out. So it's on last night.
But I was going to say, and sometimes if you're going to make the catch, you have no choice. You're going to hit it. That's what the deal is.
If you're going to go that far, you might as well, right?
Right.
Down low to Beltre. Good operation here.
Yeah, Raul picking up, hit cutoff man, and Brendan Ryan throws a strike into third as Kyle puts the tag on Berkman. I think that's the second time we've seen that, isn't it? Somebody trying to stretch it into a triple, and Mariners execute the relay perfectly.
For Brendan, right? I mean, just getting himself set up for the perfect throw. Deflection, quick out of the hand. Pretty impressive.
Well, and it's one of those things, too, is because it's such a good throw by Raul, it's an easy one for him to handle. He was able to get his body turned as he was catching it, so he could get rid of it quickly.
And his momentum going in the direction where he wanted to throw.
Good operation out there as they.
Pretty easy for an outfielder. All you got to do is hit the cutoff man. It's all done.
That's what you work on during the spring. 1-2 to Beltre. Struck him out. He dropped it.
You were just talking about using 3 gloves throughout your career. It looks like Brendan Ryan's had that glove for a while.
I mean, they're special. I mean, once you get your gamer, I mean, that's the only time I ever used it was when the game started. I had another glove that was a lot smaller. It was just my practice glove that I had to get used to basically seeing the ball all the way in. I was taking my ground balls, doing all my fundamental work. When the game started, I went right to my gamer.
2 and 2 here.
Put a softball in it every night after the game.
A softball, wrap it up?
Yeah, so it kept its form. And, I mean, it lasted me at least 4 years, my last gamer.
Needs foot oil, using any of that
Lexol.
stuff? Lexol?
Lexol. Periodically, not very much because I didn't want to soften it up and break it down too quick.
Just the old little dab will do.
Yes, sir. A little dab will do. I like
to
that.
chuckle because you're talking about putting your glove up in your locker. My locker was next to his for a few years. Unlike most players, Jay's locker was perfect all the
Absolutely.
time.
Beltray staying alive.
I think some of the most fun we had was messing with your locker.
Oh, you and Mac.
Mac was the worst, though.
McLaren. I used to have my little bats lined up, and we'd go from gamer to backup gamer to backup gamer to that one. Because you bring them out, and it was an art. I had to get them pine tarred up, and which one I felt
yeah, but each one is
the way.
perfectly separated apart. It's like, I mean, it was a joke.
And Mac would kick my bats down.
2-2. Beltray line drive, center field base hit.
It's good at bat by Adrian.
That was a very good battle there. 2 outs. Beltray at first. Beltray second hit tonight.
Yeah, 111, 112 now for Felix. That'll be it. Red Wedge going out to get him.
So Beltray is single to center with 2 outs here in the 7th. Chases Felix. Oliver Perez will take over. Felix Hernandez exits trailing 4-2. And Adrian Beltray, a lot of reason, good reason for Felix to try to pitch him inside. Look at these numbers and outside. Look at that. Low and away, 161. Low and inside, 059. But if you're in the zone, as we take a look at the Amica hot zone, you got some issues.
Well, yeah, I think for Adrian, when you see that, basically what it's telling you is you want to throw it down out of the strike zone. We'll take a look at the location of this pitch. Runs back probably middle away, belt high. But I give Adrian more credit. Felix made 2 really good pitches before that pitch that he was just able to get a piece of. Yeah.
Yep. And he made him look silly the last AB. 3 pitches. See you later.
Perez coming in to get Murphy. And Murphy swings in the first pitch. Sends it to center field. Goody puts it away. And that will do a couple of hits in the inning for the Texas Rangers. 1 man left. Rangers lead at 4-2. Washington's lottery. Want more chances to win some cash? Buy a $5 Mega Millions ticket with a $5 Mega Plier and receive a voucher for a chance to win one of the 5 $1,000 prizes each week. Play bonus play from Washington's lottery today. Visit WALottery.com for details. Good to have Dave Buhner joining us in the booth tonight. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports crew. Got some work to do for the Mariners here in the home seventh. Ryan, Gutierrez, and Seager in the seventh inning. Mariners down by a count of 4-2.
New pitcher also for the Rangers. Tanner Shepard's taking over.
Pitch in there for Ryan, strike one.
Got a pretty good arm.
That was an easy 96, wasn't it? Fifth appearance of the year for Shepard. 1-0 record. Hasn't given up an earned run yet. Opponent's average just 188 against him. Take a look at the line for Felix Hernandez tonight. 6 2/3. He gave up 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. A couple of walks, 5 strikeouts. He threw 113 pitches.
Down the line with foul.
Safe to say he didn't have his best stuff tonight, but we were talking earlier. I mean, still, he's such a veteran guy. He knows how to get himself out of trouble when he does, for the most part.
He competes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now he's hoping the guys will rally up. Get him off the hook here.
Ryan taking care of a couple things. He's ready now. He's behind 0-2 to Tanner Shepard. Here's the 0-2. Did he go? Did not. Tanner Shepard, 6'4" right-hander, 200 pounds, out of South Lake, Texas. He was born in Mission Viejo, California. Supplemental pick, 44th round, June 2009 draft. Strike 3 called. Oh man, that was a bender and a half, wasn't it?
They call me jelly. Supplemental 44th round, and he's in there throwing 96.
There you go. It's a hard breaking ball. He wanted to throw it away, but instead it starts at Brendan and it catches the inside corner.
Safe to say that's a knee buckler?
I would say so.
Cespedes with a home run for Oakland. A 6-1 at Anaheim. Top of the 7th.
Oh, unreal.
Unbelievable.
Won 7 in a row going into that game.
So that makes it 8?
Top 7 en route.
It's looking like it, I'll say that.
They're pretty good, man. They pitch it, they play defense. And I tell you what, the guy in center field, he's getting, safe to say, he's pretty hot.
Crispy. Cespedes.
Some sort of hot.
Yeah.
Cespedes is, was that his first home run of the year?
No, he hit one against the Mariners.
Did he? But he's been struggling a little bit. So
Jet Lowry's been a good pickup for them.
I like him a lot.
Picked by
good pickup.
Kinsler. Made it look easy, didn't he? 2 outs.
Keeps flirting with the cut of that grass, though.
Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. This is the first of 4 with the Texas Rangers. Day off after 14 consecutive days playing. 30 out of 31 for the Mariners, a much needed day off. And then the American League champion Detroit Tigers come to town on a short trip to Texas.
Yeah, then you start 16 in a row.
Yeah. Who's counting?
You guys, I was. You guys looking forward to going to Houston? New ballpark for you guys?
I am actually. I haven't seen it. Yeah, you were there a few years ago.
First year we went.
I missed that trip. I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It still trips me out.
Right, you guys did go there.
That Taos Terrace, reminiscent of old Presley Field in center field, where all of a sudden there's an incline 45, maybe 30 degrees.
Talk about a place to hit.
Here's Seager.
I forget about the interleague play and the unbalanced schedule. And some of these teams opening up this year, which already starting the season with interleague play. It was weird to me.
Yeah, every day.
Speaking of that, the Nationals beat the White Sox today 7-4.
It's a fun club to watch, isn't it?
They are.
They're fun to watch. I mean, there's a lot of fun teams to watch. Atlanta's getting hot.
I haven't seen much of them.
Seager to right field. That does get down for a base hit. His first of the night. The sixth Mariners base hit comes here with 2 outs.
I like this kid. A little grunt, man. Gets the job done.
Yeah, not a lot of movement to his swing. Had a really good year last year. Off to a little bit of a slow start, but I don't think anybody's overly concerned about him. He's going to be all right.
2-out base runner for the Mariners. Down to 4-2. Here is Kendrys Morales.
There's your bloop and blast right here, Michael.
96 hit it off the cafe out there in right field.
Pain.
Morales tonight tapped back to the pitcher, walked and ground out to second. First Mariners hit since the 3rd inning. Shepers is the 3rd pitcher tonight for Texas. Shepers last year 1-1 in 39 games, 4.45 ERA. Here's the count he's looking for, 2-1.
Robbie Ross. The left-hander for the Rangers. I've seen Ortiz. I also have Kirkman out there.
Maddox on the left, manager Ron Washington on the right, bench coach Jackie Moore in the middle.
Good baseball man,
Jackie. Yes, he is.
Good man.
3-1.
Dave Magadan over there as a hitting coach.
Yeah, he's with Boston.
Good to see him earlier today.
And there's the count you want. Get a good fastball right here and see if you can turn on it.
Buggy whip time right here.
And he walks the second time tonight. Morales has worked a walk. The Mariners are going to bring the go-ahead run to the plate. Michael Moore Saturday. Point salute to Armed Forces Night at Safeco Field when the Mariners take on the Rangers, in addition to honoring the men and women of the U.S. military in a special pregame ceremony. 15,000 fans going to take home a commemorative military coin after the game. Be on hand. Celebration recognizing America's heroes. Go to mariners.com. Always a good time when we can salute those folks.
Absolutely.
Cannot say enough. Thank them enough for their service.
All right. Michael Moore, 6 home runs. Kick a field goal right here. Turn it over to your bullpen.
First pitch slider away in the dirt. He's going to try to run that little fastball away and elevate. And man, right center. Who cares as long as it goes out, right?
Exactly. Does not matter. Michael 2 for 3 in tonight's game. Couple of base hits in the first and the 3rd inning.
They both have gone to the right side.
That's what was impressive about the home run that he hit in Chicago. Michael, when he was here the first time, just breaking in, a few times that he was able to get in there and play, he's always had the ability to inside out the ball and hit the other way, and he typically hit for an average, not much power. But when we were on the road, he started off his first home run was to right field to Oakland. He kind of worked his way around it. And finally, they kept pounding him inside. And just what you were talking about, Jay, he looked in there one time and hit a liner into the bullpen. So although he likes the ball out over the plate like most right-handed hitters do, if you stay in there, he can hurt you. There you go. It's a good fastball in off the plate.
1-0 to Morse. Good night for him.
He knows that, though. Sometimes they try to work him in for effect to go back out of the way, and that's why he's been keeping most of his focus dead center. You saw the ball he hit that he couldn't even get on camera in Oakland on a clothesline. Good grief. Ooh, I hit him.
He's saying he swung at it.
He did.
Yeah.
I just hope his hand's okay.
Yeah. So he hits him in the right forearm, trying to check his swing. Maybe the wrist.
Yeah.
Boy, that's not good.
That's cheating on that inside fastball.
Yeah, and he ran it in there pretty good. 96 miles an hour.
Saunders, shoulder last night.
Top of his hand, huh?
Head athletic trainer Rick Griffin. Get that feeling back in there.
Yeah, for the strength to come back to your hand.
Ricky getting a little air time for the wrong reason.
2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
You would take one in there every now and then. If you're
That's
open stance and diving out there.
Unfortunately, I broke my ulna doing that right
Did
there.
you?
Same deal. Diving right there, and then the bottom, that bottom elbow, right in my ulna snapperoo, man. I'm done. That's a bad feeling. Just there goes half the season flash before your eyes.
Right.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think that's what scared Michael last night so much. He said when he went in, he heard a little snap, crackle, pop, and he's like, "Oh man!" He said,
Not now.
Yeah, I don't want. There goes my season. Oh man. Know that feeling, unfortunately.
1-1 that count. Chance here for Michael Morse and the Mariners, down 4-2.
Yeah.
Brother. Bases are loaded.
I'd be a little PO'd myself right
I think
there.
so too.
Hello. Whether he meant to do it or not, and you know he didn't, but still.
Another running fastball.
The big beast didn't feel it though. Getting close to the bonnet right there though.
Yeah, and
start getting
it's
up around
okay.
that shoulder.
And sometimes it's okay to pitch inside like that, but you better know what you're doing. And
yep.
Wash going to bring in a left-hander. Face Raul Ibanez with the bases loaded. Tanner Shepard has Texas in some trouble. Can the Mariners cash in? We're going to find out.
Second base. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Raul Ibanez coming to the plate. Mike Morse was just plunked. He went to first. And you don't like to see these things happen. You don't want him to get too heated because this could happen. This was Padres and the Dodgers, and Zach Greinke hits Carlos Quentin on the shoulder. Quentin then rushes the mound. Greinke and Quick end up on the ground. Bench is clear. Eventually, 4 players are ejected, including Greinke. Quentin, Matt Kemp, and Jerry Harrison Jr. So expect some suspensions after this one. Apparently, it's believed that the Padres threw at Matt Kemp earlier, and perhaps that's what spurred this on, guys.
Pretty good bet.
Solid. I like it. Police itself. Part of the game, man.
Hey, you hit mine.
Well, Lou's motto, you hit one of ours, we'll hit 2 of yours.
from the Drysdale Gibson school.
Yeah, and then when you got a guy like Randy Johnson stepping up on the top step and in stuff real quick.
Right before Rick Griffin got out to look at Mike Morse's hand, he was showing him. Again, look at him. Man, that's ugly. Meanwhile, Raul in an 0-2 hole, 2 outs, bases loaded, Mariners down 2. Jason Bay has taken Morse's place. He's running at first. Right up here. We both met Moose the other night. I don't know if you were watching.
Those days are over, man. I'm out.
Thank you very much.
Hello. I was just trying to get your computer out of the way.
Kremen lost his back in spring training against Milwaukee.
Yeah, I'm not sticking my hand up there for nothing.
No.
We want a ball bad enough, we'll just go down and get one after the game or something.
Right you are.
Well, let's hope Mikey's all right, but that didn't look good the way that thing blew up.
Raul trying to make something happen here. Bases loaded. He's behind 0-2 with 2 outs. And strikes him out. Mariners leave 3 more. 9 left through 7. Trailing 4-2. Sports presentation here from Safeco Field. A 4-2 Ranger lead as we go to the 8th inning. Tough night for the Mariners. They've left 9 men aboard, including the bases loaded in the 7th. Oliver Perez came in to get the final out of the 7th inning. He's got Cruz, Krasinski, and Moreland.
5th appearance for Oliver. 2.45 ERA. 3 strikeouts, 1 walk for him.
Michael Morse out with a bad hand. Jason Bay takes over in right field.
Hopefully it's nothing serious. After losing Saunders last night, you don't want to lose Michael.
Chavez just brought up before today's game. 0-2 to Cruz. Foul ball hit past third base coach Gary Pettis. To Cruz. Cruz today with an RBI double back in the 5th. 1 for 3. Mariners got on top of the first inning. Goody led off with a home run. Texas answered with 2 in the second, aided by a Mariner error. Home run Brzezinski, RBI Andrews. Mariners tied it up in the bottom of the second. RBI fielder's choice by Gutierrez, and that's the only tallies tonight by Seattle. As Cruz swings through, he's gone. Strikeout from Perez. MLB.com at bat. It's the #1 source for live baseball everywhere you go. Available for iPhone, iPad, Android, BlackBerry 10. At Bat delivers Mariners baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, news, highlights, and more. Text at bat to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. There's A.J. Brzezinski. Solo home run in the second.
Retaliate with a slide.
Almost looked like A.J. was expecting something there, Jay.
You got hardware on. Stick it out there.
2-0. Well, we showed you Dodgers and Padres getting after it, and I'm told that Greinke and Carlos Quentin had bad blood going back to the American League. 09 April. They had a little set too when Greinke was with Kansas City and Quentin.
Well, the way Quentin reacted, he didn't waste any time, so that was apparent.
It was pretty definitive.
Yeah, it's all right. I've seen a few pitchers get hurt that way, though.
Yes.
But I've also seen a few that, speaking of Texas Rangers, one in particular, Robin Ventura, didn't make out too well on that visit.
Well, he knew halfway he was done. What am I doing?
Yeah, and you cannot find a hole to crawl into.
Oh, man, giving them the boogies.
Boy, oh, boy. One got to go after right there.
Amazing piece of videotape. Now 2-1. AJ Looper. Dino just misses. And AJ is aboard. Perez was covering. They made incidental contact down there.
A little communication right there, huh, Michael?
Yeah,
Let him know, hey, man, I got it.
Yeah.
Take it.
There's AJ shoving Perez out of the way. No harm, no foul.
Get in the base path. Get out.
That's it.
That's the way it is. I mean,
Mitch Moreland reached on an error. Hit into a double play. Fly to left. Striking ball for strike. Seen this guy hit the long ball. You got to be careful with him.
pretty solid season last year.
Right, there's double play. Brzezinski knew he was done. All right, time for the Mariners with Smoke Montero and Endino coming up in the 8th, trailing by 2.
MLS matchup when the Seattle Sounders FC kick off against the New England Revolution. Available live to fans outside the Seattle market at 1 p.m. with a re-air available to everyone at 3:30. Catch all the action only on Root Sports. And then, of course, Mariners after that. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Fans may remember Stephen Romero. He's a former Oregon State star who was fantastic in Cactus League play. In fact, in one game, he had 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. Then he was shut down with that oblique injury. Well, Romero returned tonight, taking the field for High Desert, and so far he is 1 for 4, and High Desert leading right now over Rancho Cucamonga 12-4. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you. He's a good-looking player.
I was there for that game when he went off and had 7 ribbies, and I love the kid. I mean, he's got a presence. He's having a heck of a spring. You always hate to see a kid in tears when when something like that happens. I mean, the kid's so passionate, loves the game. So good for him. Welcome back, and he's got a bright future. I like the way he plays the game.
Stephen Romero, he was the minor league player of the year last week.
Yeah, what, he hit 356 or something crazy?
Yeah,
they flashed his numbers up there. I'm like, is that legit? Oh my goodness. You know, they were playing him all over. Third, short, little second, play a little outfield. Super utility guy. The old adage, if you can hit, they'll find a place for you to play, right?
Pop up right field coming on.
Get out.
His big man can't get it. Holding it first. Smoke with a leadoff base hit. And the tying run to the plate.
Fillet of fish.
Hey, a little jam shot, but you'll take it right off the label. Perfect, right in no man's land.
Well, they get this kid to do the same thing right here. Get them both going here.
Finish up that Romero story. 352 last year, 23 homers, 101 ribbies.
It's pretty solid here.
Montero,
beauty.
Down
First
the
to third.
line, that is a fair ball. Smoke will get the third. Montero, ground rule double.
Very nice.
Full of jam shots.
I like it. Keep throwing the knuckles. It's working.
This is right on the line, too.
And you know he's coming out of the box going, please, please, please.
Second hit for Montero tonight.
Spinning sideways like a top.
Look at that.
Great look by Bruce Strickman.
Andy Chavez.
Chavez going to run for Montero.
It's good to have Indy back.
Oh, you know it. Indy just called up today. Saunders going on a DL. Indy a good runner. Hey, that's a baseball player right there. Opportunity again, boys. Mariners have left 9 on base. That bases loaded in the 7th. 2 on in the 2nd. 2 on in the 3rd. The man on in the 1st and the 4th. Great opportunity. 1-0 pitch.
There you go.
That'll get a run home.
Great. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Get them out, get them in.
Yep. And Dino with his first Mariner RBI.
Nicely done. Take what they give you, Michael.
It's just winning baseball right there.
That's
giving
fundamental
yourself
baseball.
Right.
Thank goodness. It's
Yeah.
good to see when they do it right.
Well, second, third situation with nobody out. You want to try to hit it to the right side, and he clearly let the ball get deep and forced it over there. Yeah, he didn't hit it hard, but look at that. Picks up an RBI. And just as important, moves Chavez up the third with just 1 out. So now a fly ball will score him.
Almost beat it out.
1 out. McManus, another appearance.
Jason Frazier, the right-hander, starting to get loose in the Rangers bullpen.
Earlier in the week, we saw what squeezes from Ryan and Goody.
Safety squeeze. Yeah.
Probably thinking this. AB's probably thinking the same thing too.
Kick the dirt all the way.
Ah, take that, Indy. Take that. Really, AB, try to have a good time, all right?
He is, man.
I mean, you gotta love him.
And now the Rangers are bringing their infield in.
Infield and Brendan Ryan. In the outfield, they play him toward right field. The center fielder, Martinez, about halfway himself. He's not deep for Ryan. He got the tying run at third, 1 out.
Oh, catch it.
Get out of play.
And it's a play. Strike one to Ryan, who's walked twice and struck out looking.
I'm yelling, catch it. You're yelling, get out. You got speed at third. I'm like, just get around him.
Pretty good arm in right field. If he catches it, that's pretty shallow.
Yeah, he was falling in the stands.
Somebody could have reached out to grab him, right?
Eighth inning, Mariners try to tie it up. Terrific opportunity here for Ryan. 0-1. Up high.
I love this. This is the part of the game that I miss right here. Being the man. Come to the plate in a big situation. You know you got to come through somehow, some way. Nothing like it.
Long look from Ryan. Get another look at Jeff Datz, the third base coach. One. Here he comes. They got it down. Chavez on the move. He is out. Oh, man. Executed beautifully by Robbie Ross.
Wants it a little bit too firmly back to the pitcher, just trying to get it in play. You see Chavez did a good job on the timing of his break.
Nice skate save by AJ to keep him off
that was the
plate.
difference, because it looked like Indy was going to be able to get his foot in there under the tag. And I think, there you go, you can see the shin guard slowed him up just enough to where you get the tag down on him. Take a look at our McDonald's Superman. Good play by Ross.
Absolutely. Still pretty close.
Yeah,
man.
but he stopped him. He slowed him up just enough.
Yep.
Good play by AJ.
Paul Emmel in perfect position to make that call. 2 outs. Runner at first is Ryan on the 1-2 fielder's choice.
Take another look.
Ross did a really nice job.
Paul Emmel right there on top of it. Well, had the right people in place. Good speed in Chavez, and Brendan Ryan can handle the bat. Unfortunately, it was just a little bit firm, even though it could have been back towards the pitcher, but he killed it a little bit. But the first thing is first, and when you have a squeeze on that, is to get the ball in play somewhere.
Absolutely. I think that was definitely in the back of their mind, knowing that with Ryan at the plate, that might be a possibility right there.
Well, I was even thinking about too, because
Especially
Brendan looked down there, and he looked down there
take.
twice and made him do the signs again. And
we looked at each other. I was thinking pitch out, to be quite honest. But
yeah, but exactly, it didn't hurt anything. He still had a good pitch to Bond. Unfortunately, it was right back to the pitcher.
2 outs, man at first. Goody has driven in Irish first 2 runs behind on 2.
They pick your teammate up right here and go yak again.
Key is you don't want to leave too early. That's a good break.
Plus, you got a lefty with his back to you.
If you leave early, everybody will start yelling, and it gives the pitcher an opportunity, basically, to do what you were talking about, Jay. Get a pitch out and give the catcher a chance to just tag you out. So you have to hold your ground over there, and not leave too early and give it away.
Two here to Goody.
Back with 4 home runs. He homered to start the game off.
And he strikes out here. Tough go here in the 8th. Mariners get one, can't get the equalizer as Chavez on a suicide squeeze is thrown out. Nice play by Ross and Perzinski. Texas 4-3. And the Rangers holding off the Mariners right now by a run. Save time and money. Riding sounder from Lakewood and South Tacoma to Seattle. For schedules, visit soundtransit.org. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Jay Buhner in the booth. Kelly Shopik takes over behind the plate for the Mariners here in the 9th. Leone Martin is the hitter. Batting in the 9-hole, then back up top to Kinsler and Elvis Andrus. Oliver Perez worked an inning and a third thus far.
Stephen Pryor is getting loose in the Mariner pen. And I'm guessing Joe Nathan for the Rangers.
He got hot.
3 days ago, Nathan had that punch out to end the game against Tampa Bay.
The one in the other batter's box.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bob straight up play him. And Ryan, 1 out.
See that pitch, Jay? It looks like
that bad.
He threw a split, and it basically was in the dirt and probably off the plate. A foot.
Yeah, but did it cross the plate?
according to the tracer, no.
No, it didn't. Eric Wentz coming out to bring in a right-hander. They see in Kinsler. It's Stephen Pryor. Back with more in a moment. He works harder for you. Felix Hernandez started tonight's ball game. His first appearance here at Safeco Field in 2013. Felix came up with 5 strikeouts. He got Murphy for strikeout number 1,500 for his career. And this is a big one against his buddy Adrian Beltre. That was in the 5th inning. They're still trying to get him off the hook. Felix left trailing 4-2 after 6 2/3 inning. 10 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 5 Ks, and 113 pitches. And this is where he took his leave. Beltre. And got a base hit to him. Acknowledge each other. Two good friends. Beltre with 2 hits tonight, 2 for 4 against Felix. The Supreme Court night. 22,009, 1-7 on hand as Stephen Pryor pumps in a strike to Ian Kinsler. Kinsler a couple of hits tonight and a run scored. 2 for 4. Drops a bunt foul. 0-2.
Wow. I don't see him do that very often.
No. Good appearance for Stephen Pryor. Hasn't given up an earned run yet. A couple of strikeouts. What was average? Just over 77. Let's come up with a curveball now. I don't know if you saw him in spring training, but he threw a couple trying to work on it.
And he throws a million.
Yes.
It's a deadly combo. Mr. Personal. And that was paint. He's got a good arm. They got a lot of kids down there with good arms, man.
Yeah, they do. Carter Capps and Tom Wilhelmsen. Saw Perez already tonight. He throws 95 from the left side.
How about Wilhelmsen? How about that story? Huh? I mean, he goes out of baseball for 2 years. Now he's your closer.
How about that curveball?
Swing and a miss.
That one.
2 outs. In the top of the 9th.
It's so difficult as a hitter. You're geared up for 95, and then he drops this on you. You almost swing twice at it. 80 miles an hour.
It's a big drop off from 96 to 80.
Yeah.
That'll get you out a little bit in front, won't it? You can try to load up on that front knee all you want. I don't think so.
Elvis Andrus, the shortstop. RBI single back in the 2nd. 1 for 3 with a walk. Joe Nathan is ready. Come in for Texas for the bottom of the 9th inning. Takes that corner again, 0-2.
Give a little quick shout out to a buddy of mine, Kit Stepanek. It's in Arizona. He's fighting some pretty tough medical problems, and my thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. Hang in there. Love you.
Missed, not by much. One and 2 to Elvis.
What was that? Runner?
Sure, yeah. 90 miles an hour.
Like a little 2-seam runner.
That just slipped out of his hand, too, because Shopik was set up way off the plate, and that was up and in. Just got away from him.
2-2. Away. Mariners get up to the early start. Goody with a home run. Top of the 2nd, 2 runs scored by Texas. Brzezinski a home run, an RBI by this man, Elvis Andrus. Texas takes the lead with 2 in the 5th. RBIs, 2 out RBIs by Murphy and Cruz. Swing and a miss, and Pryor blows away Andrus. Time to go to work. Short. Time left. They'll have to get it done against Joe Nathan. Coming up for the Mariners in the bottom of the 9th inning, it'll be Kyle Seager, Kendrys Morales, and Jason Bay. Mariners need 2 to win this baby here in the 9th. Joe Nathan coming off his 300th save, one of the tops in the business, and take you back earlier in the week against Tampa Bay. Marty Foster, the home plate umpire. This was Monday against the Tampa Bay Rays. Ben Zobrist thinks he's got a free pass. It's a different zip code. Marty Foster rings him up, and that's how the game ends. And Joe Nathan even says, wow.
Wow, as you better buy him a beer at the bar that night. Matter of fact, there better be 2.
Couple of saves on the year for Joe. 2 for 2. 2.25 ERA for him. Opponent's average 200.
Earned his 300th save, 24th pitch in Major League history to reach that mark.
That's pretty impressive.
Mariners down a run. They've left a couple of phone books on base today.
And Eric Wedge, one player available. Dustin Ackley left on his bench.
10 men left on base, 0 for 9 runners in scoring position. The one
falls back to that outhouse or penthouse we were talking about earlier. You got on the offensive side. And they still got 3 more outs.
A 1-1 count. Come back. 1 down. Today's Tracer Technology brought to you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest. Kendrys Morales. See what he can do against Joe Nathan. Four-3 Texas. Strike 1.
They've been careful with him tonight.
Yes.
A couple of walks. He's had to work a couple of walks, and that last pitch, as you can see, is just off the plate away from him. They don't have too many good pitches to hit.
Scouting report, man. They know he's been swinging a hot stick.
Stand away.
Yeah.
Now with Michael not behind him.
Exactly. Michael Morse hit by a pitch last time up. There's a breaking ball for a strike. Morse was hit by a pitch in the 7th and had to leave the game. This on top of Michael Saunders injuring his shoulder last night.
And again, that last pitch called strike. Little backdoor slider just barely gets a piece of the corner of the plate.
Down low, 2-2.
pitches so far and really hasn't had anything to hit yet.
Crafty vet. Sometimes get that call a little bit more than the other guy.
Two balls, two strikes. Kinsler playing at short right field for Morales. Second base. Weak swing, folded. 2 outs. I'll leave it up to Jason Bay. This is his first at bat tonight.
Take a look at it. Hard breaking ball. 86 miles an hour. It's a tough at bat right there.
Paint, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Jason Bay, the last hope for the Mariners. Many of the fans, 22,000 change on their feet. Strike one, 22,917. Oh, and 1 to Bay. The outside. Hung in, trailing only by 1 after being held hitless for the middle 3 innings. High fly ball, right center field. Martinez there. That's your ball game. Texas wins it 4-3. Opportunities were there, boys.
Yeah, they were back in the second inning, and then in the third, you have second and third with just 1 out. You got to put the ball in play. They are not able to do it to pick up that run, and I know that's an early part of the game, but sometimes that's going to jump back and bite you, and the ball misplayed in the left field that ended up scoring a run for the Rangers. So little things early in the game, Jay, ended up costing them this one.
And that's what we were talking about. Take advantage of what they give you early in the game, because it could win or lose a ball game for you.
Jay, good to have you back, pal.
Good to see you, boys.
We'll see you again.
We'll see you again soon.
Yeah, a couple of months, right?
Yeah. All right, man. All the best.
Forget about it.
For Mike Flowers and Jay Buhner, I'm Dave Sims. Let's end you at center field. Brad and Dave Valley.
All right.